It's hot. All right, what's up, boys? It's Wednesday, early afternoon. I drank some spoiled milk last night on accident. I was pretty sick this morning. Now we're feeling better, and I had a little bit of an easy breakfast. Made some homemade avocado toast and a couple of eggs. Feeling a little better, but still just feeling sluggish and tired. When I'm feeling sluggish and tired, it just makes me it just makes me not enjoy life, you know? Like when I'm full of energy, when I'm my usual self, I feel great. I'm always trying to go do stuff. Like right now I'm going to the gym, but I'm basically having to drag myself to the gym right now. Like I really don't want to go, but I also don't just want to lay around. I posted something on my Instagram story the other day, and it was like a guy looking in the mirror, and the guy that's actually looking into the mirror said, "I'll do it once I feel better." And then the guy who's staring back at him from the mirror, like the reflection, is saying, "You'll feel better once you do it." And that's really stuck with me. Like, obviously it's just an Instagram post, but you know, it stuck with me. And I think that's good, because I know that I'll feel better, especially once I get in that sauna. Like I've mentioned in a previous video, get that solitude and just allow my mind to breathe. I also took some supplements. It's a 8 mushroom complex, 8 of them. So reishi, turkey tail, chaga, lion's mane, cordyceps, and a few others. Those are the main ones, but I always forget a couple of them. And then a dandelion supplement, which is really good for your liver, maca root. I'm almost out of maca root, so I'm really just kind of trying to finish it off. I have magnesium glycinate, which apparently has the best absorption compared to all the other magnesiums. There's different kinds. It's magnesium something always, but I got the glycinate. I've been trying to take more supplements recently. I kind of cycle them on and off. Like I'll go months without taking anything, and then I'll go, you know, a couple months taking stuff. I think it's helpful to cycle, because if you're just taking the same thing every day all the time, it loses its effect on you. And I think it goes for everything, like even the mushroom complex. When I first discovered them, I was 17, maybe just 18. I was working at Chipotle. All those videos are private now, but if y'all remember, you remember. I was working at Chipotle and taking mushroom complex every day. And eventually it kind of, like I didn't even realize it really, but it lost its potency. And so I went for a long time without doing anything. And then even when I tried to come back to it, it was like, it has no effect. But I bought the fermented kind this time, and it has more different types in it, and it's stronger. And once again, just learn how to cycle things properly. But yeah, we're headed to the gym. Really not sure what I want to do today. That's the problem. I want to go fishing, kind of. I just released a fishing video though, so it's kind of like, you know, I don't know. To be fair though, the fishing video wasn't the best. We did catch some, but it's just not the best possible day for bringing the camera. Then again, it was the wrong time of day. Yesterday, we went fishing with Striper Express on Lake Texoma.
This is a real one.
Oh yeah. Fish on, fish on.
What'd you say, son?
Fish on.
What's up, Ethan?
I'm on.
Uh-oh, here's one.
Oh shit.
Chase, that one's torquing, buddy.
Holy shit.
Make that fish your bitch, boy.
Net.
We have a lot of, he's not that big, he's not that big.
Yeah, this pole's flimsy as fuck though.
Perfect.
Oh,
What's up?
We're releasing them anyways, so it's okay. We killed them. As you can see from those videos, everyone on the boat was hooked up on big fish. It was a great day. 41 fish total, 5 people, and we threw a bunch back as well. You can only keep 10 fish per person, and honestly, it's probably too much. Like, we all got more fish than we needed. I have 2 more bags in the freezer. I made 1 bag last night. Fried fish, really good. I have to show you guys how to do that. If you're interested in that, let me know. Fish fry type video. Now that I'm talking, I'm already feeling better, and you know, today's a new day. There's no reason to be sluggish. It's very easy to just want to lay in bed, but if you can just drag yourself out and start on something, then I think the day can still go right. You know what I mean? Today's video should be about when you're feeling sluggish and tired, like when you don't want to do it anyways. You know, on days like today, it's very possible to waste a couple hours, right? And then once you've wasted those couple hours, it's like, well, damn, that's a big dog. Chubby boy. Damn. It's like the fattest dog I've ever seen. Yeah, so like on days like today, it's very easy to just waste a couple hours. And once you do that, it's like, well, damn, I've already wasted a couple hours, and then you feel even worse, right? It's very easy to go into that slippery slope. I've been through it enough times though that I think it's a little less easy for me to go to the slippery slope. But where I'm at right now is usually like on days like today, especially if, you know, wake up sick or something like that, which doesn't happen too often, but, you know, situations like that where the first couple hours of your day are wasted. I still think about doing nothing, but every time I'll drag myself to do something, right? And it's usually go to the gym, because you always feel better once you do it. It's like the lower self and the highest self. So my videos connect to each other, I guess, because I'll be bringing stuff up that I've said in a past video. The lower self, higher self, I'm talking about my thoughts from a balcony, which there will be more of. More thoughts from a balcony. Waking up late or accidentally wasting part of your day or something like that. That's where the lowest part of yourself and the highest part of yourself comes in. Because I don't think anyone's completely at their highest self, right? No matter what. I think that every now and again, every person, no matter how skilled or how advanced you are, is gonna slip into that lowest self. It's part of human nature. The trick is to just recognize it and jump back into your highest self as quick as possible.
God with all his household, gave alms generously to the people, and prayed continually to God. The next day, as they were on their journey and approaching the city, Peter went up on the housetop about the 6th hour to pray. And he became hungry and wanted something to eat. But while they were preparing it, he fell into a trance and saw the heavens opened and something like a great sheet descending, being let down by its 4 corners upon the earth. In it were all kinds of animals and reptiles and birds of the air.
Temperature warning. So that's the sauna. 20-minute session, sweat all the toxins out, onto the workout after I cool off for a second. We're just doing pull-ups, dips, and squats, I guess. But yeah, I'm not gonna film this. I mean, it's just kind of weird. See you in a little bit. All right, boys, we are finished up at the gym. 20-minute sauna, pull-ups, dips, about 4 sets of 6 on both of those. I say 4 sets of 6, really it's more like 2 to 3 sets of 6, and then the last one I'm just going to failure. And then squat, about 4 sets, did a couple heavy sets. Well, not too heavy, 225. Another 20 minutes of sauna, ab roller, and some other ab stuff. We're out of here. I got a lot to talk about, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really hoping that I can split it into 3 parts. It's probably gonna be 2 though. So in this first video, or just earlier, I was talking about how when you wake up feeling shitty, and it can even be for no reason. Sometimes you just wake up feeling shitty. If you just drag yourself out of bed and do what you gotta do anyways, or do something, you know, whether it be the gym, go on a hike, go fishing, get out in nature, you know, stuff. Actually, here's a list of energy takers versus energy givers. So an energy takers would be focusing on the past, inconsistent sleep, mess and clutter, sedentary time, social media, overworking, dehydration, screen time, resentment, negativity, junk food, the news, alcohol, stress, fear. I'll go ahead and put drugs on there too, because I mean, you know, alcohol and drugs. Then your energy givers would be nature, resting, sunlight, courage, positivity, gratitude, hydration, meditation, movement, breath work, community, decluttering, consistent sleep, eating whole food, and learning new things. So there's a couple things that I want to go over real quick, and that is sedentary time is an energy taker, but resting is an energy giver. So what I consider sedentary time to be is laying down on your phone, bed rotting, right? That would be sedentary time. And resting is like taking an actual nap, or I'd even put stretching in that same, stretching is a form of rest in my opinion. So stuff like that. One thing that really sticks out is the mess and clutter. You don't think about it, but when you live in a messy place, or like Like your house is messy, or your car is messy, or whatever. And I'm really guilty of having a messy car. You don't realize it, but it's affecting your mental, almost subconsciously. You get home and the house is a mess. You don't even want to clean it. Sometimes you end up just doing nothing, right? You're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go lay in bed, shower and lay in bed, right? Eat, watch Instagram, whatever, right? But you come home and the house is clean, you're more likely to do better stuff. Like if I come home and the house is clean, probably I'll be more in the mood to edit or make a video or, you know, play guitar, anything like that. Just something, make music, something that's fun and good for me, you know? Focusing on the past as well. And I would honestly put focusing on the future, not as bad as focusing on the past, but still, you should be focused on the present moment, but it should be more like you're focused on the present moment because you want to improve your future. So your future is on your mind, but you shouldn't be too focused on it, you know what I mean? In my opinion. Obviously social media, which is funny, I got this list from Instagram. So there's positives and there's negatives, you know? My feed is mostly all about self-improvement, and there's some funny stuff in there too. I do like to laugh. You know, stress, when you're stressed out, you get overwhelmed and kind of shut down. So this is just me like thinking in the air, but what is a good way to reduce stress? Or when you're feeling stressed, how do you combat it? I can get stressed pretty easily, I'll admit. So for me, if I was stressed, gym. And it's kind of one of those things where, like I said with earlier, instead of doing it once you feel better, you'll feel better after you do it. When you're stressed out, you're overwhelmed, you just think I just need to lay down or whatever. No, you need to go to the gym. It doesn't have to be a crazy session, but do something. Take your mind off things. Fish, something like that. A lot of people get stressed and they're like, okay, I'm gonna go watch some Netflix and fuck off, right? Instead, low vibration, high vibration. That's on the lower. If you go up higher, you're like, okay, I'm stressed and I'm tired, and I don't even really want to, but I'm gonna go fishing, let's just use the gym. I'm just gonna go to the gym anyways. I have never come out of the gym feeling bad. I have never come out of the gym feeling like shit. I've always come out of the gym feeling better than when I came in. And so, right there, that's anecdotal evidence. I mean, that should tell you all you need to know. You don't want to do it, but it's gonna make you feel better, right? And fear, same kind of deal. It's like, if you're scared of something, you should probably go do it. If you're scared of doing something, you should do it. Not always, you know, like sometimes there's stuff you shouldn't do. But usually like irrational fears. Say you're afraid of squatting, like in the gym. I'm just gonna keep using the gym as an example. I just got out of it, it makes sense. You're afraid of doing squats because you're gonna hurt your back or something. Why wouldn't you just do lightweight squats and work your way up slowly? If you just squat the bar and get the form right, it works out your entire body. And then you add a little bit of weight, and a little bit of weight, and a little bit of weight, and maybe one day you will be doing super heavy weight. But really, it's not about that. It's a full body movement that works out almost your entire body. It's really good for you, and it's also really good for being mentally strong. So if you're afraid of doing something and it's an irrational fear, go do it. If you're afraid of jumping off a bridge because your friends told you to do it, and you've never seen anyone do it before, and you're worried, I probably wouldn't do it. But that's not really an energy taker. That's not what we're talking about. It's more like irrational fear. Dehydration. Speaking of, I need to get me some water. You don't realize it, but being dehydrated also makes you do less and have less energy. Nature, energy giver. Be out in nature, it just feels great. The sun is healing, you know? When you're stuck inside all day, it's just, like, that was one of my big problems with school. And one of the reasons, I mean, I didn't go to college because I didn't want to, but I'm glad I didn't sometimes. Sometimes I do wonder if it was a better option, but yeah, you make the choices you make, deal with them. I'm not gonna tell anyone to not go to college, and I'm not gonna tell anyone to go to college. It's a personal choice, do what you want. I don't think the money matters too much, but I think you have an opportunity to get an easier job and make the same money, but you also have debt, so that's something to think about. Instead of having fear, have courage. Instead of being negative, be positive, you know? Low vibration stuff, like going to sleep at different times and sleeping in or going to sleep too late, you know? Junk food, of course, stuff like that. Low vibration, high vibration. Don't hold resentment. Forgetting the quote exactly, but it's like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. You know what I mean? I'm sure you've heard that before. And I'm not preaching, this is something that is honestly helping me. I saw this, immediately took a picture of it and started reading it. Everyone needs these reminders. Breath work. I really need a reminder on breath work all the time, and it's one of the energy givers, because whenever you're not, me personally, when I'm not focused on my breath, I end up just getting like shallow breath. And even just showing you that right there, I could feel the difference in my chest. But if I'm going, I feel a difference again. I feel much better. And that's part of the sauna too. You really want to focus on your breath. I think I mentioned that in my thoughts on the balcony video, the breath work. So yeah, feel free to take a screenshot of that and really study it. I mean, everyone needs a reminder, I feel like. No matter how advanced you are, no matter how advanced you think you are, everyone needs a reminder of stuff not to do and stuff to do. Like how many times, you know, you gotta remind yourself to drink water all the time. At least me personally. I'd be super dehydrated, and instead of just chugging a water real quick, I just take a sip, forget about it. Like staying dehydrated for no reason, you know what I mean? Instead of just chugging that water real quick, getting it over with, having that water in you, replenishing, especially after the stuff like the gym and the sauna, being out in the sun, sweating, you need that. It's really easy to forget about. So that's why I brought this up. I think it's a good reminder everyone can use, you know? So yeah, I hope that wasn't too annoying. I thought it could really help some people. It helped me, especially learning something new. When you already have hobbies that you like to do, you don't think you should learn something new. But learning something new could also mean learning something new in your hobby. Like guitar, for example. Say you know the basic scales and the basic chords and all that. Learning something new doesn't mean learning a new instrument all the time. It means learning different phrasings of the chords, or learning different ways to implement your scales into your songs. You know what I mean? And that's a realization that I just came to. I didn't even think about that. Learning something new does not have to be something completely new. When you actually learn new stuff, it really does give you energy. Yeah, we're gonna leave that on learn something new. Once again, I had that on the screen. Everybody can see it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one. Love you, boys.